throughout all of history, women have been pinned against each other, and it's exhausting sometimes, because it's just this constant competition, whether you realize it or not. You see your friend and you're like, man, you are gorgeous. And suddenly you're saying, am I prettier than you? Am I worthy of your love and attention? It's not just about being out of your league when it comes to a romantic relationship, whether you're gay or straight or whatever. It's being out of your league with your friends if you're a woman. It's a constant comparison to every woman you ever see on the streets. And we've been trained, for centuries to ask ourselves, are we pretty enough? I mean, even back in ancient Greece.
An apple of discord is a reference to the golden apple of discord which, according to Greek mythology, the goddess Fairest tossed in the midst of the feast of the gods at the wedding of Peleus and Thetis as a prize of beauty, thus sparking a vanity-fueled dispute among Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite that eventually led to the Trojan War.
The evil goddess of discord, Eris, was naturally not popular in Olympus, and when the gods gave a banquet, they were apt to leave her out, at an important marriage, that of King Peleus and the sea nymph Thetis, to which she alone, of all the divinities, was not invited. She threw into the banqueting hall a golden apple marked, "For the Fairest." Of course, all the goddesses wanted it, but in the end the choice was narrowed down to three: Aphrodite, Hera, and Pallas Athena. They asked Zeus to judge between them, but very wisely he refused to have anything to do with the matter. He told them to go to Mount Ida, near Troy, where the young Prince Paris was keeping his father's sheep. In order to judge their beauty, Paris asked the three goddesses to disrobe before him. Hera was the first to stand naked before him. As she turned around slowly, displaying her magnificent figure to the immortal man, she promised him that if he deemed her to be the fairest, she would make him lord of all Asia and the richest man alive. But he dismissed her, untempted. Next, wise Pallas Athena stood before him. She declared that if he had enough common sense to award her the prize, she would make him victorious in all of his battles, as well as the handsomest and wisest man in the world. But Paris was not a soldier, and was left untempted. Finally, it was Aphrodite's turn, and as she proudly stood naked before Paris, she promised him the love of Helen, the most beautiful woman alive. She told him Helen was of fair and delicate complexion, having been hatched from a swan's egg. She claimed Zeus as her father, loved hunting and wrestling, and caused one war while she was still a child. And when she came of age, all of the princes of Greece were her suitors. And though she was already married, Aphrodite promised Helen to Paris if she was to be declared the fairest. And Paris, without a second thought, awarded her the golden apple. But this judgment incurred the smothering hatred of both Hera and Athene, jealous in vanity. And though this was the choice of Paris, famed everywhere as the reason why the Trojan War was fought, will always be Helen.
The 23